guys. Okay, so I recently, I start every one of my videos with going, okay. But anyways, I recently decided that I wanted to start learning how to do my own personal devotionals. I plan on starting a lifting. It's not going to be a devotional, but I wanted to kind of get in the practice of talking about certain things in the Bible because I'm starting a I don't know, like a group of people. I'm trying to get them together, people in my local area who lift. And I'm trying to connect people with the same interest who also are followers of Christ and have that desire to meet other Christians so that, when life kind of gets you down or it gets a little hectic, you have people to turn to who aren't necessarily like your pastor, because I think a lot of times people, especially in guys, they don't have a lot of Christian friends. It's easier for girls to break down to their girlfriends and be able to talk about emotions, but I think it's important for, if you have a man in your life, make sure he has Christian friends because, guys, they have fishing buddies, hunting buddies, drinking buddies, but do they have any Jesus buddies to where, like, if something's going wrong in y'all's relationship or, just in their life and they need another guy to talk to, do they have that? And that was kind of the reason why I wanted to get it started was to help Jordan meet, people in the area that he could be like that with because neither of us are from here. We're just now diving into our church and really trying to get involved in that. But, sorry, that was, I digress. So I'm trying to start a group of lifting Christians. We all get together once a month, kind of just talk about what's going on, if there's anything in particular, and then we all go lift. Because it's really cool to be able to have people with the same interest that you can talk about things. So in order to prepare for that, I'm kind of trying to start talking about specific things and kind of what they mean to me, how you can apply them in real life, blah, blah, blah. So I'm starting with Proverbs 31. Most women, if you're someone who's familiar with the Bible, that everyone knows what that is. But it's basically it's titled "The Price of a Virtuous Woman." Jordan and I, when we met back up a few weeks ago before he came back into town, we did a little mini Bible study on this, and he had given me a bracelet with all of the descriptions of a virtuous woman, surrounding it. But I don't know, ever since I've become a Christian and really wanting to like dive into things, I've really been looking at the way that I am as a person, how I project myself to the world, how the world, perceives me, and really started taking that into account. And one of the biggest things that I want to reflect is when someone looks at me, I want them to, one, know that I'm a woman of faith, and two, I want them to know that I have a strong man by my side. And I'm not saying anything against, strong, independent women. I was there. I'm 27. It's taken me a long time to really find my partner in life. Like, I in my heart genuinely believe that Jordan is the person that God has made for me. And in doing so, I wake up every morning with a new passion of how can I be the best woman for him? How can I be the best woman for, my family while it's just me, Jordan, and Dudley? How can I be 100% the best that I can be in all aspects of life? So I'm wanting to go through and break down every verse and just talk about what it means to me. And this is going to be, let's see, 10 minus 31, 21. So it's going to be 21, different videos of me just talking about each individual one. I may group some together, I'm not sure. But for today, I want to talk about Proverbs 31, chapter 10. And it says, "Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies." And basically, I mean, one of my biggest issues is self-worth. Growing up, I had a lot of, emotional turmoil. My dad really wasn't in the picture. I didn't feel worthy. That led me, into turning to random guys and not really, being a serial dater and just kind of giving myself to whoever made me feel good. And it really played an emotional toll on me through life. And one of the things that I think is so important, especially during this day and age, is the way that us as women I don't know, the way that we allow people to just use us. And I don't mean like using us for like our material stuff, but I feel like women sometimes, the idea of sex, the idea of dating, the idea of marriage is so lofty that it's not even important anymore about who, we hook up with or who we, give our time to. And if you are a woman of Christ, there's definitely a way you need to be a virtuous woman. And one of the things that I think people need to start with is about having standards. Standards for who they let into their life. If you're feeling lonely and you're feeling like, I need to feel this hole, this void, and you're filling it with somebody who isn't meant for you, it's not going to do anything. If you don't have somebody who every day, makes you feel like there's nothing in this world that could replace you, then you're not with the right person, and you need to fill that void with God's love. Honestly, you need to pray and you need to develop a relationship, because without having Him in your life, you can't fill that void, no matter with the right person or not. When I point like he's over there. When I was with Jordan, before I was saved, I mean, same person, same guy, but I wasn't where I needed to be. I didn't have a relationship with Christ, and it drove us apart. And looking back, it's wild what His love can do. Like, we get joked on a lot because on Facebook and on Instagram and stuff, we're super corny and we're mushy and we say all these sweet things to each other. But in the end, I think there's a lot of people out there who see that and they know that their relationship isn't anywhere near that. We accept the love that we think we deserve. I like that quote. It's from The Fault in Our Stars. No, it's not. It's from The Perks of Being a Wallflower. But it's so true. And without your own self-worth, no one's ever going to be able to treat you like the way that you should be treated. As far as saying like, for her price is far above rubies. Don't just let anyone have you because they're nice. You need to wait and you need to hold out for somebody who makes you feel like you're just it. Every single morning when I wake up, Jordan says something nice to me, whether it's, how lucky am I to be waking up with you by my side, or seeing your smile. I mean, it's funny. Sometimes it's so cliche and so romance novel sounding, but it's like, I've never had that, so for me it's just odd, and I laugh at it because it's uncomfortable, because I've never been loved that hard, vocally, but you'll know when you meet someone and they treat you like a princess, and that's what you have to wait for, and you have to be open to it. You have to be looking for it, not pursuing men, but when you see someone who catches your eye, but not in like a physical way, someone who catches your eye because they're hardworking, or they're always at church, or they're always doing something that you really respect. What caught me, okay, so Jordan's really attractive, but what caught my eye about him was the way I know it sounds funny, the way he lifts. He's very aggressive and he's very serious, and it just kind of showed. I was like, I want to get to know him more. I want to know what he's like. That's what made me draw to Jordan. It wasn't, I mean, obviously there's going to be physical attraction, but that shouldn't be, the pinnacle of what brings you guys together. It should be that special something that you hadn't been attracted to before, if that makes sense. But I don't know, and I hope that if there's people out there and they're hitting their late 20s, early 30s, 40s, whatever, if you haven't found that person, keep waiting. God's plan is going to unfold to all of us at some point. And when that person's supposed to come into your life, God will put him there. I had to go through a lot to get to Jordan. A lot. But I never stopped trying. I never quit. And that's what's important. So that's kind of what I get out of, out of verse 10, the very first one. And every day I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be that godly, virtuous woman, because that's what I want. I want to inspire him to be a godly man, and to be a man who never quits, and to be that person he loves. So, I don't know. So if there's anything, that I can say to this, is just be patient and wait, and when you find them, treasure them, and together make God the center of your relationship, and together grow, because that's so important. So have Jesus in here, and Jesus will bless you out here. That's moral of the story. So anyways, so I hope you guys, today's Monday, I hope you guys have a great week. I will be kind of going through these every few days. It's not going to be a daily thing, but I hope you enjoy it, and I will talk to you guys next time.